What is up, random person on the internet? RTG here, back with some more Humankind. Last time we won arguably our most decisive war against Edgar, and we took his capital. Like 1, 2, 3, 4 more cities from 5 more cities technically from him, and we would have taken the entirety of the Americas that is available to take. On that note, this territory, there was independent people that we had allied with, but they have since fallen. Their lifespan expired. So funnily enough, this city, these independent people are separated from the Soviets, and we could spend a bit of time, bit of gold, bit of influence trying to get some new allies. And with speaking of gold, it's worth upgrading those two. So our military is as upgraded as it can be. We need to get you guys healed up. Do you... Okay, there's no aerodrome in the area. So aerodrome, airport, train station, harbor. Yeah, that is a bit of influence, but that is a bit of influence. But we should be making some more soon. That we have taken Machu Picchu, Temple of Artemis, and the Eiffel Tower. And hopefully that is good for us. Okay, Edgar just has a lot of boats. U-boats could upgrade to a nuclear submarine. Right, there used to be naval units in here, but considering they were trespassing, they eventually took trespassing damage and faded out. We don't have a harbor on this side. And considering we built one here, we can't build one on the western side of the western side of the landmass. Okay. Kind of want to absorb this into somewhere. Still waiting on the influence to do that. Chances are it's going to be here. We just need a way to get a good 3,000 influence. Okay, agrarians are unlocked. We should have units moving around. These guys are gonna do that, which is kind of what I didn't want. I kind of wanted La Katrina to be eliminated, but I did not notice these guys had expired, so I couldn't move a unit up there fast enough. You though, We don't have an airport down south. No real point moving you. There's no real point moving you over there. So in the meantime and between time, I'll get you guys gathered up. And he has enough armies to wear out my nuclear subs stealth. We have the majority of the continent explored. Well, the world explored. I put you guys on auto explore for now. Hopefully you don't get in too much trouble. You are honestly kind of useless because, you know what, you're technically useful for defending Honolulu from naval invasion, and naval invasion only, which would be very difficult for Edgar to do, considering the only because only way he can spawn boats is down here, where he has this one harbor that we have vision of. So now technically he could sail stuff in here, but Honolulu is kind of safe from boat invasion. So we'll disband the U-boat. It's gonna save us a bit of gold. You, I guess, yeah, move out of Jamaica, which has hostile units with high detection. You can just kind of chill. Like 6 movement speed can get us around the map, but the map has been explored. You can station. You help with the Congress of Humankind, because that will get us influence. This is also, you know what, that's also an additional 30 influence a turn. Funny how we don't even have like any sort of basic fortification. Inherited land. We are claiming gold. I wouldn't want to say we're making it, but I don't think it's worth it. Because I don't think we make enough gold for us to be able to safely afford that. Ooh, our battleships have bombard now. So we can use our battleships for the additional bombard attacks. These guys can burn that territory down next turn. You guys have healed up. And if I had started moving you as soon as I noticed, you could have probably taken that. I took too long to respond. You can be upgraded. You can be put on alert. With 2 cities right here next to each other, and Edgar's units not being much of a threat anymore, what we kind of need is an aerodrome, which we can't build until around next turn. And I want, you guys don't need to be here, Yeah, you guys give 35 stability, but that is not the end all be all. I'll move you guys here because that is fortified. Those guys are healing up. We're going to need to build an aerodrome like here-ish. That would help us potentially take these two cities if that is something we want to do. You have finally settled, so that gives us oil. And decent amount of science. I don't plan to build like the usual airport aerodrome thing. You are just kind of chilling. Don't really need you for anything. You're just kind of here. And speaking of you, okay, La Katrina is putting 2 into them per turn. So where did I put? Or you guys went the worst possible direction. So chill here. Okay, fusion reactor researched. That is 1, a lot of fame. Finally bringing us up past La Katrina. 2, it gives us fusion power. So we are producing less pollution. We are now producing 25 pollution per turn. So it's not net negative, but it's pretty good. Okay, oil well is built, so you guys could technically bombard it, but it'll be just as fast to burn it down. It gives us 60 gold, even though that's not really important. Who is attacking us? Okay, so treat, can do that rather safely. So you're the Soviets, right? Yeah. What's going on with your stability? Your lack of stability is affecting me now. Okay, you guys can hit it here. We just need a force. Matter of fact, you guys get closer too. We need a force in this general area. Jamaica wants to attach this whenever that becomes viable. Take these guys north just for intimidation purposes. You guys can stay on alert. You... I don't really want to build anything, so... Holy Day. Oh wow, we now have like 6 turns on a lot of our techs, which is pretty good. Granted, mechanization is still up to like 2 turns. That is boosted. Okay, there are 2 techs that our allies have that we don't. So it's safe to assume these 2 techs are what pretty much everyone else well, okay, Da Vinci has this. The Soviets, I guess, have higher science, which is why they have 2 more, which is why they have an extra. but they also have like these back techs that I don't. In terms of stars, yeah, we should probably pick up a few science stars. I doubt highly that we're going to get all the stars because we aren't making much money or influence per turn. Diplomat we might just pick up randomly, but in terms of like next end game tech, neural implants would be useful for influence gain. Military lasers I think I'll leave for last because we don't really need the protection. Exosuit would be useful for combat strength. Space station would be useful for our influence actually. So yeah, space station, because extra city cap means 1, we can potentially take more cities. 2, it saves us I think like 1,000 something influence we're losing for being overcapped. And on the way we pick up anti-air surveillance, useful for us. Anti-aircraft guns also kind of useless because I don't think our enemies are building much in terms of aircrafts. But importantly, fighter jets. Well, monorail. So monorail fighters and SAMs. So good against air units for the event they build planes. But after space orbital, I think we work towards space station, because I think that a science victory is how we're going to end this game. I don't think Edgar might be the closest to ending otherwise, because he may get all the endgame techs, but currently no one has researched rocket science, so we are good on that front. Ooh, we do get we do get slightly better military, but that is for another week. Okay, you settle here. That's gonna be done in 1 turn. You have a harbor. I don't think we're going to need much else from you. This will take like 100 turns, or close to 200 turns to repay itself in terms of influence spent, so it's not really worth it. They've fully upgraded that to a city. Bring these guys here. We need 20 patronage of our own, so that's the next 4 turns, maybe less depending on how quickly those guys get there. Get you both upgraded for any future skirmishes. Get you upgraded for any future skirmishes. Right, you were being built over here. You should be able to safely travel. Yeah, I shall use you as a test. Okay, it's faster technically to travel through there. I argue the validity of that. You guys can go on alert. Babylon. You have a lot of space to build. Matter of fact, city growth you should be making a good amount of food. Artificial reservoir, grain silos. Grain silos first, artificial reservoir second, and then we work on the theater. This is quickly changing over to our influence. Jamaica, for some reason, isn't. You have an airport. You don't have an airport, but you do have a harbor. You have a lot of potential for population. You just don't have much in the way. You just don't have much in the way of food. So you know what? I don't really want to do whale fishing. We work on fertilizer for the first instance. Okay, you guys have served your purpose. It would be rather wasteful of me to just like build an airport here just to teleport these guys. So I'll get you on this train station, get you moving. You guys, in 2 turns, will be able to pick a next tier. You guys can quickly fly over here, well, and get stupid is as stupid does. Can't get these guys in the fight instantly. Oh. Instant resolution, we don't lose anything. Wipe his army. Fine.
Tell me what is on your
There is a penalty to be paid. Worse still, should you refuse.
I didn't want you to be stupid. You chose to be stupid. You guys go over there. You guys just kind of chill because you didn't really take any damage. All hands on deck. War is never easy, but you are glad to face it with a fine ship at the head of the Empire's navy. Indeed, the battleship is a sight for sore eyes, an imposing vessel of impeccable construction and noble bearing. It also costs a pretty penny, and the battlefield can be a dangerous place for an expensive flagship. What is the most strategic role for the pride and joy of your fleet? We can lead to get bolstered on our battleship, so I guess this means the tech string is kind of buggy, but I think this means it gains 3 combat strength if the ship of the line's effect is in effect. So when it has 2 friendly units adjacent, it can get vigilant, so +2 combat strength on 6 targets. We have a fleet bigger than 6, don't we? Yeah, our fleet is significantly bigger than 6. So I guess it might be these screening ships these destroyers that are in tandem with them. Or we can get Inspire, which makes us build naval ships faster. You know what? Coordinate and any access shifts. This technically, but this shifts for us to getting less money. So, coordinate. The battleship will command the fleet in the waters of war for the safe, from a safe distance. So, +2 combat strength on 6 targets. As to what those 6 targets are, I am not quite sure. Okay. That is you, and you do not have Vigilant. So I guess it is +2 to all the non-battleships in the fleet. Yeah. You, Thebes, are just kind of booking it on science. So we aren't really losing anything from you. Printing house, no, you aren't really that high on researchers. Matter of fact, it wouldn't make sense to move the researchers over. Might do that after and take, matter of fact, could just take you guys. So Thebes is our intellectual powerhouse. Airport is about to be finished. And yeah, I think with that, I've been RTG, you have been you. Peace, love, tranquility to all of you, and I will see you next time.